really coming down out here. So I first heard about the John Muir Trail. I was on a plane flight from Missouri to Sacramento, and I picked up a backpacker magazine to pass the time, started reading it, came across an article on this trail, and I was really surprised that I hadn't heard of it yet. It was close to home, and ever since I read that, I haven't been able to get it off my mind. Just figured I have to try this. And this summer, I was able to get the time off of work. I was actually able to get a permit to start at Mount Whitney. There's a lottery system for that, and I registered, and 1 in 10 people actually get the permit. So I felt pretty lucky that I was able to do that. So on August 10th, I'm going to be heading down to Lone Pine, starting there, and heading north up to Happy Isles in Yosemite Valley. And if you haven't ever heard the John Muir Trail, it's 223 miles. It passes over, I think there's 12 to 15 different passes, pretty substantial passes at that. Through the whole thing, there's 46,000 feet of elevation gain. The typical pace on this is right around 3 weeks, and I really would like to go at that pace. It would be neat to see everything, but I couldn't get that much time off of work, and I really want to do the trail in its entirety. I don't want to go back and I don't want to do a section now, a section later. I just want to do the whole thing and see it. Maybe later on I'll go back and do sections of it, but my plan this summer is to do this in 7 days. And it's going to be really tough. That's averaging 32 miles a day, anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 feet of climbing each day as well. So I don't know what to expect. I've never done something of this magnitude. I guess this many days in a row. I've been able to finish Ironman, 24-hour bike races, 8-hour races. I've done a lot of endurance sports, but it's never been multiple days in a row. So I don't know what this is going to do to my body when I'm, 5 days into this, and I'm just running off of backpack and food, sleeping on rocks every night. It'll be different. But I'm definitely up for the challenge. I don't know, honestly, I don't know if I can hold that pace for this long. But you can bet I'm going to give it everything I can, try to finish it. Barring some kind of major injury, I think I can do it. Not known to usually quit things once I commit to it, so it's gonna take an injury or something of that nature to stop me on this. So I think when you're doing a trip like this, the gear is next to your physical conditioning. The gear is just so important. So I've spent just hours upon hours looking at gear and analyzing each little item, right down to trying to reuse I'm using a Glad Tupperware bowl, because that thing weighs 1 ounce as opposed to the lightest bowl I could find at the store, which is 2 ounces. So I'm looking at little things like that, trying to save weight wherever I can. So I guess my base weight when I start this is going to be 13 pounds, but problem is I really want to take my camera. So just camera gear, I'm going to throw that on, and it puts my weight at 18 pounds, and then I'm going to plan on starting 8 pounds of food. So at the trailhead at Whitney Portal, I will be weighing in about 26 pounds of weight. Still, fairly light, but they'll be good once I make it to halfway point where I have a resupply. At that point, I should be down closer to that maybe 20-pound mark. The main gear that I have a Osprey Ammo 65 backpack, just phenomenal pack. I love it. It just does a great job. So I'll be hauling all my things in that, using a Montbell down hugger sleeping bag. Great bag. It's a 32-degree bag, and also a Montbell bivvy. So the bivvy weighs 6 ounces. The bag weighs pound and a couple ounces. So everything's pretty light. It's the way to go. It's going to be interesting doing doing a trip like this at this speed, it'll be weird to be out there and be in, you know, arguably the most beautiful place in the country, and then being trying to, you know, rush through this thing as quick as I can. So there's going to be downsides to that. There's going to be, you know, there's going to be good things about that too. And, you know, I can tell you here, I'm not going to get out there and, you know, if I'm, you know, hurt, I'm going to do some kind of harm to my body, I'm going to stop. I'm not so committed to this that it's just going to, you know, anything goes just to finish it. When I get home, you know, my mark of a good trip is if I was glad that I did it. You know, maybe I get in 150 miles and, you know, I just can't go anymore. I'll get home and I know I'm going to be bummed for a few days, but, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm going to look back on this and be very glad that I did it. So that's the mark of a good trip. I can tell you when I get out there, I will, you know, I guess I'm probably going to have some of the loneliest times of my life, just some really, really hard times, but I think on the, as extreme as that might get, I'm going to have some of the best times too. It'll be a good experience. So I don't want to get caught up in this race through this thing. It's, you know, as fast as I'm going to be going, I still want to enjoy it. I still want to be out there and experience it